Hey, hands up!
He's hit. Shot. Oh, me.
Cops are meant to always make the right decisions when dealing with people, especially in dangerous scenarios. But what happens when cops go rogue and shoot the wrong people? Some of these victims had very terrible endings after they were shot. Let's go into the details. On February 3rd, 2024, two cops from Harris County Sheriff in Houston, Texas, opened fire through a window while responding to a reported break-in. Ebony Pouncey was visiting her friend in her house when she heard the gunshots and saw bullets in the wall, and then her blood spilled on the floor. The cops got a report earlier that there was a break-in into the home. Apparently, the two friends got home that night and forgot the key inside, so one of them went in through a window, and that was why someone else called the cops about the break-in. Ebony and her friend heard the footsteps of the cops, and one of them had a firearm.
Sheriff's office! Here,
According to the cops, they saw one of the women approach with a gun, and that was when they started shooting repeatedly into the apartment. As if that was not enough, one of the officers reloaded her firearm to resume shooting repeatedly.
Shot fired.
The first set of footage you just saw is from the cop who was behind. The next one you are about to see is from the cop who was in front. The cop in front knocked on the door before the shooting began a few seconds later.
Sheriff's office!
Here, let's go down mountain a little bit.
Like the cop behind, she also reloaded her firearm before the shooting resumed. They then decided to retreat.
Go down! Go down! Charles Club, we need people. Shots fired. Step down. Go inside your house!
Ebony Pouncey was shot in the torso and leg and was hospitalized. I started seeing holes in the walls, and then I realized there was something coming through the apartment, Pouncey said. I see blood everywhere, she added.
I live here. Please don't shoot.
Her friend, who later stepped out after the incident, said she was scared for her life and expected she was going to get shot next.
I was scared. I was thinking I was going to die. I was going to be next.
The two officers were placed on administrative. The sheriff's department and local district attorney are investigating, and the case is being referred to a grand jury. It seems things go wrong when cops approach the wrong apartment, as seen in the last case, because in this next case, they also approached a wrong apartment, but the victim wasn't as lucky as Ebony Pouncey. Disturbing body camera video showed police shoot and kill Robert Dotson after responding to the wrong address from an emergency call. The officers identified themselves and asked for anyone inside the house to come out.
Watch out for a dog. Police department.
Officers announced themselves multiple times and called for anyone inside to come out. When no one answered the door, officers can be heard asking dispatch to redial the original caller and ask them to come to the front door.
Come to the door.
Confirming no one's coming to the door?
Hey, firm, if you can call the RP back and have them come to the door.
So, boss, you have to answer.
Farmington Police.
It was then that officers realized they may have the wrong address. They can be heard laughing on the video.
5308.
Yeah, it might have been 5308.
Is this not 5308? That's what it said right there, right?
No, it's 5305, isn't it?
108. Can you 10-9 the address?
5308 Valley View Avenue had a confidence factor.
Don't tell me I'm wrong.
Moments later, Dotson approaches the front door, and that's when shots ring out.
Hey, hands up!
Body camera video shows officers reporting the shots fired as they back away from the home.
Fired, shots fired! Yeah, you good? You good?
Yeah,
back
good.
up, back up, back up. Check yourself, check yourself.
I'm good.
We're 10-4, we're gonna back up a little bit. Back up, back up, back up.
10-4 backing up.
Okay.
When officers noted someone was down at the front door, more shots were fired when Dotson's wife, Kimberly Jones Dotson, approached.
4108, we have one down at the doorway. Hey,
Copy, you have one down.
I got you covered, move, move.
Moving.
Let's move out. Hands up! 4108, shots fired again.
Copy, shots fired again.
4115, we need units now.
Okay.
After that, she can be heard screaming and crying as officers call for her to put her hands up. This is the slowed down version of the moment Robert Dotson was shot just outside the doorstep of his home. You can see the firearm he brought out just before he was shot by the officers. Later on, an officer said he heard Dotson cock his gun as officers approached the front door. Officials said that Dotson's wife fired at officers before she realized they were police.
Knocking on the door, no one's coming out. I hear a metallic, like a gun cocking. Me, Dylan, and Estrada back up. The dude comes to the door, points the firearm at us, and then we get in a gunfight. And then female comes out of the house, and she points it at us as well.
And she's still inside?
Yes, from my knowledge.
For several minutes, Dotson's wife could be heard crying, saying her children were upstairs.
Come to us! I didn't help! Come to us! We can help you! We're gonna help you! Please! Come out! Come up to the shield. The back of this car. Come on, ma'am. Come here. Come to us! Come to us! Come to us! We're gonna help him!
After that, officers called for her to be handcuffed.
Get her in cuffs! Get her in cuffs! We got her! Go ask what his condition is. Yes, sir.
Body camera video then showed officers entering the home to speak with the children upstairs.
3 kids upstairs.
3 kids upstairs.
Yeah.
3 kids upstairs.
Dotson was pronounced dead at the scene.
Mr. Dotson was not the subject of the call that our officers were responding to. And this ending is just unbelievably tragic. I'm extremely sorry that we are in this position. But just in general, for us, this is a very dark day for Farmington PD, for our community, for the Dotson family. I extend nothing but my deepest condolences to the Dotson family.
The officers who shot and killed Dotson were placed on paid administrative leave, and their names had not been publicly released at the time of this video. Unlike the case with Dotson losing his life, in this next case, the victim was lucky to have survived being shot at by the police. This was the moment Officer Zenz was chasing after a suspect, but ended up shooting Terrace Davis.
Go! 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 Let me see your hands!
Officer Zenz aimed at the suspect, but Davis appeared in front of him and got hit by the bullets.
He's hit! He's shot! Oh, me! Huh? Me! That was me! He turned around and went like this. He turned around and went like this. Oh, Jesus.
In an interview, Davis admitted he was indeed hit by a bullet.
I was shot in the abdomen, went into my stomach and came my left hip.
Davis said it took him a year and a half to get the body cam footage of the incident. Police said they had yet to release the video to the public because of the many lawsuits they were facing.
For me, it's a thing of accountability and transparency.
In a review of the case, it was said about Zenz that he failed to meet the deadly force requirement of target isolation, which means, quote, you can shoot at your target without danger of harming innocent people. Officer Zenz was placed on 20 days unpaid suspension and discharged from the Milwaukee Police Department. He had this to say about the incident. I cannot express enough of my apologies to Mr. Davis, and I hope he can forgive me. The city deserves the best officers, ones that genuinely want to help. Please let me help again. Davis then had this to say.
An officer discharged his weapon into my home. You know what I mean? My children were behind me, as you see in the video. It's there. It's evident. It's like, it's just reckless.
Unlike in the previous case, where the victim was lucky to have survived, in this next case, the victim wasn't so lucky because she lost her life. Officers assigned at a North Hollywood division responded to a radio call of an assault with a deadly weapon in progress at a business in the 12100 block of Victory Boulevard. While on their way to the location, the officers received multiple radio calls from the same location that there was a possible shooting in progress and that there were individuals sheltering in the place. What you are about to hear are several 911 calls and radio broadcasts from the incident.
Evacuate! Let's go! Everybody out!
420 with CHP with the transfer.
Evacuate the building, everybody! Evacuate the building!
What's the emergency?
I had a hostile customer in my store attacking customers.
Okay.
12121, Victory Way.
Okay, ma'am, where is it, a male or female? Ma'am.
He's breaking things.
Ma'am, hello, I need you to listen to me so I can send some help. Yeah. Is it a male or a female?
Male.
The officer was trying to get the details of exactly what was going on, to be sure of what kind of help to dispatch to the store, but the reporter of the crime was clearly panicking and in a hurry.
What's the name of your store?
Burlington.
Where in the store is he?
Attention customers, evacuate.
Ma'am, I need you to answer my question so we can send the police. Okay. Where? On the second floor. Okay. Is he black? Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's Hispanic.
What color clothing is he wearing?
He's wearing a white cap. Dude, hold the door. Colorful jacket. He's walking around the store looking for people.
This was the man in the colorful jacket, prancing around and harassing people. He was also with a bicycle, just being a nuisance in the store. This was the moment he first entered the store. If you notice, a female person dashed out the other side of the door when she saw him going. That was a clear indication that something looked wrong with him. Another person called the cops regarding the incident.
Yeah, I'm calling because my mother is inside Burlington on Victory and Laura Canyon. And I didn't get a chance to talk to her, but she told me that they're hiding behind the store because there's a man. I'm not sure if he has a gun, but I think he's making threats inside the store. And I was just calling in case no one else has called yet.
And where was it at?
It's Burlington on Victory, and I believe it's Laurel Canyon.
Did she give you any type of description?
No, she just called me and said that her and my little sister are hiding because there's a man in the store. I don't know if he has a gun or I don't know what he has, but they're hiding. So I'm assuming they're making threats. I don't know.
Then the cop confirmed that the police were on their way.
Okay. All right, I'll send the officers over there and I'll let them know.
I see one right now.
Okay. All right, I'll let them know.
Okay, thank you. I was just calling to double check. Thank you.
Here's a Los Angeles Police Department officer explaining the sequence of the event.
The suspect smashed a computer monitor nearby. He then moved on to hit the glass railing. Next, he took the escalator down and encountered another female. He attempted to take her bag, and as the female resisted, the suspect tackled her and hit her with the lock. That female was able to break away and run out of the store. She was not identified. The suspect waited as another female came down the escalator. He attempted to grab her, but she was able to break free and run out of the store. The suspect then went back up to the second floor, to the area by the dressing room, where he observed a third female pushing a shopping cart. The suspect approached that female from behind and struck her over the head with the bike lock. That female crawled away, and the suspect grabbed her and dragged her near the dressing room and continued to beat her with the lock.
Here, you can see the suspect downstairs going back upstairs after he had initially come from upstairs. The cops came later from downstairs with their firearms and went the same way the suspect went upstairs and then started to search for the suspect. It was believed that the victim was struck by a round, which skipped off the floor and entered the dressing room wall. The body cam video released by the Los Angeles Police Department doesn't show when Valentina was shot, but shows just after she was accidentally shot, after which they were able to get the suspect.
Hey, she's bleeding! She's bleeding! Hold up! Shots fired! Hey, hands up! Turn around! Get on your stomach! Get on your stomach! Turn around!
Valentina ended up dead. Orellana Peralta's parents have sued the LAPD and Jones for the shooting and accused the department of fostering an environment that allowed and permitted this shooting to occur and failing to train and supervise the responding officers properly. It is not yet known what consequences Jones will face. That brings us to the end of this video. For more interesting videos like this, click on any of the cards displayed on your screen.